Welcome to Tioman Island on the east coast of the Malay Peninsula. This is my favorite island in the world, and this is a short video from our trip there in 2025. This is my sixth time back to Tioman, spanning almost 20 years, but the first time that my wife and I have been able to bring our children, and we also got to bring the in-laws too. We stayed in Kampung Paya at the Aman Tioman Beach Resort, and hence the name. We were right on the beach, but also I always like it when you have a pool too. So they've got this small pool with beautiful cooling waters which are straight from the mountainside. So beautiful, fresh, tropical waters from that outstanding rainforest. Yes, there is wildlife absolutely everywhere. So monkeys, monitor lizards, of course, squirrels, and it's so much a part of the fun of being on the island, is that sense that this is what this part of the world used to be like, because most of it is still protected jungle. Other than the jungle, which is a huge draw card, people come to Tioman and have done for decades to go diving. A lot of people learn to dive here. And if you're like me and you're not much of a diver but you love snorkeling, you have to get to Tioman at some point in your life. So we did a half-day snorkeling trip. The kids are a little bit young for snorkeling. The staff were just incredible. You can see the staff there looking after our children. So this is the staff from the Aman Tioman Beach Resort, so thanks to them. But look at the clarity of that water. So even if you weren't a big snorkeler and certainly not a diver, that you still, just by doing one of these tours, you get to see that beautiful tropical water and all that fish. All the different snorkeling tours generally will always come to Coral Island or Pulau. No one can live on this little island off the coast of Tioman, and that water, which was actually unusually choppy the day that we were there, but the sand is as white as any sand I've ever seen, and that includes Whitehaven Beach in the Whitsundays in Australia. So I always feel like Coral Island, that's the place I just want to show the people I love, because it's so beautiful. So Austin, that's my little boy, he fell asleep on the way back. And Riley loved it. There's a little island there in the foreground that you can actually walk to, and you saw it at the start of this video. You can walk to from Kampung Paya. So here we are back in the main village. This is one of the restaurants by the beach, and you really should not come to Tioman without going inland and seeing that jungle. So one of the best things about staying at Kampung Paya is that there is a walk which is about 45 minutes to see a tree called Mother Willow. Now, it's not this one. Initially, I thought, okay, is that it? And that's still amazing. But no, it was just around the corner from that tree. And this honestly took my breath away, because I've seen a lot of great trees in the world, but none quite like this. So spread across these gigantic boulders. It's called Mother Willow, but it's actually a fig tree, a 300-year-old fig tree. And so that's a great selling point for staying in Kampung Paya, because you've got this walk directly back from the resort. So 45 minutes in, which was maybe at the upper end of what the kids were capable of, but then on the way down, you get to break up the walk back by cooling off in these rock pools, which was honestly as much fun as seeing Mother Willow too. So that was sensational. And then this is us returning to the coast. And so a lot of mangroves in Kampung Paya, and Paya meaning mangrove, I believe. And I just love the different viewpoints that you get, and kind of the mysteries of the jungle. As that monitor lizard was so big, I wondered if I was looking at a crocodile. But rest assured, no crocodiles on Tioman Island. We met some really cool fellow travelers at this part of the beach here, and got chatting with lots of people at breakfast time. So even though this is not a high luxury resort or anything, it's really very, very good, and the breakfast buffet was just outstanding. So we went to town on the breakfast buffet. Just keep an eye out for the monkeys, that they don't come and eat your food, because they will honestly try. Some really cool facilities at the resort. which you can see Riley loved, but it is all about the beach and it's all about the jungle. And we had such a good time. 6 times, almost 20 years, and I'm still not done with Tioman Island. Thank you for watching. Until next time.